Hey there, my name is Travis Ruskus, and I'm an artist. I wrote this book called The Rock Balancer's Guide, and I go all over the world making the coolest rock balances I can, teaching the world this healing practice. So today I'm in Telluride, Colorado, and what I want to do is teach you how to rock balance at work. So I realize that you're probably not going to be out here on your lunch break, which is why I want to go into your natural work habitat. This is my spaceship, and a lot of the times I'm outside creating some new work, but I'm also here in this seat doing a lot of the administration work that is involved with being an artist. To get started, what you're going to need is a tray. I like to have a little lid on it so I can move it around. You don't have to have a lid, but in here I have a cup of white sand, and you can use salt, birdseed, whatever you want, and you don't have to have the tray or sand, but these are optional things that really help make it a lot nicer. I also have a little Zen rake, and this just helps rake the sand. It's very soothing, and you could use like a fork. In here I've seen people get really crafty with what they can use. I also have different crystals and stones that we don't have time to go into the different meanings of them, but just know that they mean something to me, and they're also kind of durable. I don't mind if they get tossed around and knocked over, so just be mindful of that. I would recommend, if you're having trouble finding crystals or rocks, to look in your local crystal shop, your local garden center, and try not to pull rocks from the wild. It's not a good practice, and just make sure you get your materials responsibly. Anyway, from here, let's learn how to balance. So the very basics of rock balancing is every rock is balanced on a tiny triangle. Like, take your hand like this and feel around where there's those 3 points of contact. That's what's happening. In every rock balance, you're just hitting those 3 spots. So, as we keep going with this and you're finding that balance, you just feel around with whatever feels good. Try not to think too much, take a few breaths, and you'll quickly discover where your limit is. Now, in these moments, I don't recommend you just try to chase more. This is really what it's about, figuring out when it's enough. Looks pretty cool. It's a nice, humble balance. It's a little simple thing. So I'm going to take these other little rocks and I'll stick them in the sand. And I just knocked over my balance. So when this happens, try not to cry. Really, it shows you where the weakness is. And if you can look and address and lean into the weakness, it will give you so much strength. And this is something I've applied to the work that I do as well. Not bad. So now that my little balance is up, what I like to do is I'll either do a little raking or I'll just let it chill, and I'll go back to doing the work that I have to do. So a couple of benefits of why you should have a rock balance like this is, one, it really helps you relieve stress. These stones can take quite a lot of pressure, and I don't recommend you squeeze your rocks, but they're like us, they can take the pressure. So really it helps you let that stress go. And the second little benefit here is it has allowed me to solve complex problems. By using the stones, they're very humble and honest, and getting to try to look and work through different concepts with the stone allows me to implement that into my daily life. So that alone is worth all of this. But this last tip here may be the most important, and that is, every time you're done working and you're moving on, I encourage you to always knock over your balance, and letting it go is such a freeing feeling. I highly recommend it. So if you're having stress at work or something, maybe you're clinging really tightly, and just practicing how to let stuff go is very therapeutic. So I actually have these kits available if you want to check them out. It's at therockbalancersguide.com. You can also check out the book if you want to dive deeper into more of the philosophical healing component to this practice. I, of course, go into depth of the more technical things as well. But I have a little challenge for you, and that is to see if you can do a rock balance every day for 30 days. You may just need only 2 small rocks, have it at your desk nearby. And if you start to do this over and over again, you'll notice that you can quickly balance your energy and then go back to the work that you were doing. So I hope that this helps you, and I hope that you're having an amazing day. Wishing you all the best.